Alright, gotta go throw all this string away. Relining my crappie rods today, and I wanted to make a video. Whew. Man, that trash can stinks. So the other day, me and Grayson went crappie fishing, and we've had some cold weather here in Alabama. And when it's cold, I don't worry too much about the stink of the fish heads when we keep crappie. And my old place, I had a place I could dump them, but here, I didn't want to dump them here by the house because we have so many coyotes and stuff. So anyway, I said, well, it's so cold, trash just runs in a couple days. I'll just dump them in the trash can, and then we get our hot weather back. And now my trash can smells like dead fish. So I've got a blind neighbor, and he walks up and down the road every morning. And went out here the other day, put some stuff in my trash can, and here he come walking by. I come up the road right there, and he had his cane. He's fumbling around, feeling of the road, and he said, got up here by that trash can, he went, "Good morning, ladies." Oh man, I'm not gonna be able to talk straight the rest of the video. Alright, so relining our crappie rods, and a lot of people ask me, they say, I'm sorry. So a lot of people ask me, they say, how do you throw that light line on these crappie rods? And you don't tangle up, you don't have a lot of trouble, you don't have near the trouble that we have crappie fishing. Throwing a little lightweight jig, light line, in the wind a lot of times. If it's not windy, the crappie really ain't biting that good. So most of the time when I crappie fish, it's pretty windy. So first thing, not sponsored by these guys, but I love this Bass Pro line. It's cheap, it's good line. This is a monofilament, 4-pound test, 1,500 yard spool. I crappie fish a lot, got a lot of crappie rods, and this is what I use for basically every one of them. A lot of people use the high vis, and I just like this old clear line. I don't think that it matters 99% of the time. I don't think that it matters 1% of the time. I don't think they hit that high vis in really extremely clear water. And we've got some watersheds around here that have some extremely clear water. But anyways, first thing you want to do whenever you get this line, you want to get you just a shallow pan like this right here, and you want to fill it with water. I'll put your line in it first, fill it with water. Okay, if you'll notice, I put the sticker side up because I'm not going to submerge that sticker in water. Because if you do, that goo from that sticker is going to get in your line and stuff, going to get in the water, and it's going to ruin your line. So you don't want to do that. If you're worried about it, just take the sticker off. But I just use a pan like this, and I soak it. I put some warm water in it. It's not going to stay warm very long, but I start off with warm water, and I soak it for a few days. 3 to 5 days is good. All right, so after you've done that, and your line's been soaked, what I do is I take my rod, and this right here, this is a 9-foot crappie max right here. This is a long rod. I use it for jigging, tight line jigging treetops. I use this rod for not a whole lot of things, but I like this 9-footer. I've got some 14-footers, but I like this 9-footer for fishing with a live scope. This is a Browning reel. It's just a Browning super light, 5-ball bearings. It's a BSL 750C reel. This is a good little inexpensive reel right here. I don't believe in spending a whole lot of money on my bait and tackle. You can get good stuff and not have to break the bank. But a lot of YouTubers will try to convince you that you need, thousands of dollars in fishing gear, and you can go to Bass Pro Shops, buy you some good crappie max rods. You can get some cheap reels, and with cheap line, get you some good hooks, so you don't want to lose any fish that you catch, and get you some cheap grubs, and you can catch just as many crappie that way. You don't have to have all the nice fancy stuff. All right, so let me show you what I do next. I've got my line tied on. I don't have anybody here to help me. I took the 2-piece parts off of this rod for the purposes of this video. So all right, next thing I do is I start my line on my reel, and then as you can see right here, I pinch this line just as much as I can stand to pinch it and hold it, wrap it around there, and I keep that line going on there good and tight. I mean, it'd be like equivalent to maybe reeling in a small crappie. Because see, this little light line, it wants to get on that spool and expand, like it wants to come unraveled. If you got somebody to help you, you can take and get somebody to hold that spool on a pencil or something and hold some friction on that spool. But you want that line to go on there good and tight. So all right, folks, there we go right there. I just reline my rod, get my jig tied on, and that's it. That's what I do. And as if you can see here, right here, you can see right here, we got a good tight spool of line there. It's not trying to backlash back off of there. And you know, when I first started crappie fishing, I would bring, you know, at least 5-6 rods with me, because, you know, that light line and fishing in the wind and stuff, I was just about guaranteed to backlash 3 or 4 reels so good that I just gonna have to put that in up and grab another one, you know. And that would happen, you know, 2 to 4 times in a fishing trip, you know, fishing all day, because that line wouldn't stay on the spool. It was wanting to spring off of the spool, and that's what causes that backlash. But if you'll do those 2 things right there, I believe your experience with crappie fishing will be a whole lot better. It's worked for me. I know I'll do it from now on. So I want to say I appreciate y'all watching this video. Try this out. I hope it helps you out. If it does, leave me a comment and let me know. I want to say God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for watching. Until next time, y'all be good.